just kidding, man. Listen, every time I've gone through a breakup with my woman, I have undergone a metamorphosis. And it always brings me back to this quote from somewhere about how change is nearly impossible within humans absent of a major emotional catalyst. And I'm not going to explain what that means. You do the math on that. I'll just give you my example of it. I used to be a habitual cheater, dude. Not proud of saying that, but it is the truth. And I used to see nothing wrong with it, which was the biggest issue, right? And so when she called me out for doing behaviors, not cheating, but definitely unbecoming of a good man, and it just, the first time I've ever been held accountable for that type of behavior. I was raised in a culture of cheating where it was okay. I remember the first relationship I ever had in high school. Me and my girlfriend cheated on each other basically all the time, and we didn't care. And I snuck behind my ex-wife's back a lot. It was just stupid. It was just validation seeking. It was total selfish dopamine journey. And it's robbed you of your ability to love yourself, really. I didn't love myself. I was like, what am I doing? But I didn't do that publicly. I wasn't telling myself that either. I just would go about my day. I mean, I really did let the moment-to-moment living run my life for the most part. Like, what's going to make me feel better right now? I need to get that hit of whatever that is right now so that I feel better and can prioritize these other monetary adventures. You know, it's like you justify these things because you're like, I need to do it in order to make my life easier so that I can make money to feed my family. Whatever the case is, it's bullshit. And going through those really, really rough breakup moments where I'm left to just sit there and think, boy, howdy. Boy, howdy, does that hurt. And it also made me realize why I was such a weed addict for like 10, 15 years. I started smoking weed when I was 15 until like, I mean, I still smoke weed, but not for the purposes of why I was doing it all along. It was a coping crutch tool to get me through, man, because I was settling for things in life left and right. And instead of pushing my own potential, my own boundaries, and challenging myself, I was merely going with the flow. That's a whole nother topic in and of itself, about going with the flow, because that is such an overused term. What does it really mean? So I'm not going to get into that, but basically I was not thinking about long-term delayed gratification, and I was thinking more along the lines of a short-term dopamine addicted person. And so that's just the life I lived. But once you get out of that hole you're in, where your whole life is just basically a fog,
can't see past the next 15 minutes, and you know, the past is irrelevant. You just are who you are. Nothing can ever change. That life sucks, man, and I refuse to be a part of that. I refuse to let self-limiting ideology hold me back. And so we'll see where this takes me. I'm not giving myself any pressure right now. I am going with the flow in the most ambiguous way possible. And yeah, I fall asleep at night knowing I'm a good person. I haven't given up on my kids. I'm not a liar, a thief, or a cheater. I want to genuinely do good in the world and contribute to society. Look, I'm on a good path. And that's the most important thing I've learned from all of this the past few, several weeks. And I finally feel like not only does my woman deserve me because she deserves a sexy man, but I also am finally confident in saying she deserves a good man, a faithful, loyal man. And that's the first time really in my life I've genuinely felt that way. So, thank you, baby. I really appreciate all you've done for me. I wouldn't be who I am today without you. So, I don't know if there's any woman out there who's got a man and you know he's a good man at heart and he's trying, don't give up.